So recently I've had some questions about how to do things consistently with ADHD. There are two things that I use. The first one is externalizing, and the second one is automation. We can't really rely on our brains with ADHD. We are more outward facing brains. Our minds tend to focus on things outside of ourselves. That's why we have a hard time with things like keeping track of time, which generally is referred to time blindness. But because we have these outward facing brains, it's beneficial to us to keep track of things outside of our minds. That's what externalizing is. So really the idea behind externalization is to get things out of your head. So as soon as you have an idea or remember that you need to do something or anything of that nature, write it down. So any kind of note keeping or task management software is helpful. Or notebooks, if you'd rather use a notebook, that works too. There's a lot of people who have had a great deal of success with notebooks. I find notebooks don't work for me very well, but that's because I need things like reminder alarms and things like that software is much better at keeping track of. Paper notebooks, if it works for you, great. For some of us, it doesn't work that well for. So as soon as you remember that you need to do something, write it down, either in that notebook or in that software that you're using, and that way you don't have to worry about remembering it. And it really helps to develop the habit in the morning to be able to go through the tasks that you're going to be doing that day. Generally, I try and pick the most important task, or MIT, sometimes it's referred as. Pick a most important task that if you get that done, your day is great. In the evening, I try and plan the next day so that I'm not spending the most crucial time for me where I do my creative work, which is in the morning, trying to plan the most important tasks or the various other things I have to get done for that day. The next one is automation. The more we automate, the better off we're going to be. The less we have to think about getting things done. It works really well. A while ago, I wanted to set a goal to remember birthdays for people and to send them a quick note to tell them happy birthday. It became very obvious really quickly that it's really hard for me to do that. So I used shortcuts on an Apple iOS device to be able to automatically go through all my contacts, figure out whose birthday it was that day, and send them a quick note telling them happy birthday. Then when they responded, I would get the notification and I would be able to reply back. Anyway, so the two things that you want to remember are externalization and automation. And those two things will help us as neurospicy ADHDers to be consistent with getting things done. The software that I use to help myself be consistent with externalization is called Craft. It helps me keep all of my notes and my tasks and everything that I need basically in one place, which helps to reduce cognitive load. It also helps us to keep things simple and consistent, and we always know where to look for stuff when we need to get to it. I'll put a link for Craft in the description below. I'd love to hear from you about how you stay consistent. Let me know what you do, tips, tricks, any stories that you have about how you stay consistent. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate you, and I look forward to the next time when we engineer the crap out of ADHD.